Hi yogis. This is a heart opening practice. And while it is going to be a gentle practice, some of you might feel that there are challenging aspects. And the reason is that back bending asana is energizing. It's very uplifting, and a lot of times we tend to either hold our shoulders kind of forward, our posture is rounded forward, and whether this is just from how we spend most of our day working, or if there is more of an energetic reason why we can round over the heart center as a way of protection. And over time, what this does is it creates a feeling of dullness. And so today, our intention is just to brighten our light of the heart. And we can do this by increasing our inhalation gradually, and also using that gradual lengthening of inhale to help open up the body in a way that has integrity to the spine, and it's not overly energizing, so that we feel a sense of balance and calm when we're finished. And I look forward to this time, so thank you for being here. I also wanted to mention that I have with me a block and a strap, and I'm sitting on a blanket so we can do a little bit of breath work before we begin. So if you don't have a block or a strap and you feel that you might need something, go grab a book or a belt or a scarf and just have some tools nearby. And if not, we'll just let it go. So we will begin seated today. So come into the most comfortable seated position. And we're going to just begin with, I'm going to just give you guys a little bit of info and then I'll start. But what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of a combo of breath, of the alternate nostril breathing and Ujjayi breath. And when we get started with this, we use the right hand. The index and middle finger will touch in between the eyebrows, and then we'll use the thumb to help open and close the right nostril, and the ring finger to open and close the left nostril. So, and if that is too confusing, it's unfamiliar for you, no worries. You can just use your fingers in any way that really feels comfortable. So the way that we'll begin is with both hands resting down on the legs. Just sit up tall into your body, gently closing the eyes. And begin to just breathe in and out of the nose. And you'll notice that when you begin to breathe consciously, the mind gets quiet, and you feel your focus turning toward the breath. And as the mind stays turned inward to the breath will naturally become deeper and smoother. Go ahead and lift your right hand, touching the center of the eyebrows with the index and middle finger. Please close the right nostril with your thumb and take an inhale through your left nostril. Exhale your thumb and breathe out of both nostrils. Ring finger to the left nostril. Inhale through the right. Release. Exhale out of both nostrils. Close your right nostril. Inhale through the left. Release your thumb, exhale out of both nostrils. Ring finger to the left. Inhale through the right. Release and exhale out of both nostrils. Let's do that one more time, each side. So close your right nostril with the thumb. Inhale through the left. Exhale out of both. Close the left. Inhale through the right. Exhale out of both. Release your right hand back down and take 3 breaths in and out of the nose. And just breathing in and out of both nostrils evenly and equally. Notice as you inhale, there's this feeling of vitality, enlivening. And as you exhale, a sense of releasing and letting go. Let's chant chant Om. And what we'll do is we'll inhale and we'll feel the inhale move down the spine all the way to the base of the tailbone. And the sound Om will rise up through that central channel of the body, up through the crown of the head, and just charging our bodies and our atmosphere with sound and vibration. Inhale down to the root. Please open your eyes. Let's come onto our backs. So please make your way. Come onto your back, just lay back. We're going to have the knees bent, feet on the ground, and arms by your side. We want to make sure that we can touch the heels with the fingertips, and the feet are about hips-width distance apart. Spread your toes, ground your feet, and let's take a 5 count inhale and begin to lift the hips, sweeping the arms overhead. And a natural exhale, releasing all the way down to neutral. Let's do that again. Inhale, 6 counts. And we want to keep the knees moving forward, the thighs lifting up. Exhale, releasing down slowly. Feel that nice massage of the back. Again, this time, inhale, 7 counts. Exhale, release. Our biggest breath yet, 8 count inhale. And when you get to the top, just hold it, and exhale to release. This time, inhale 8 counts. Come all the way to the top of your bridge pose. Hold it, and as you exhale, only release your arms down. Let's walk our shoulders together, interlace the hands, and reach through the elbows. Now just lay your head back into the mat. Feel your collarbones are wide. Keep pressing into your feet. Lift your hips, lift your thighs. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands and slowly come back to neutral. Pause. You can already tell that these hard opening postures are very energizing. There's this feeling of enlivening and being uplifted. So we're moving up and out anything that has settled in the heart space that may be dimming our light. Please bring your knees into the chest, arms wide into a T so that your palms face down. Please keep your knees together. And take an inhale. And on your exhale, drop your knees about halfway to your left and gently turn your navel to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, knees halfway to the right as you turn your navel to the left. Again, inhale to center. Exhale, knees over to the left, turning the navel to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, knees over to the right as you turn your navel to the left. This time, take an inhale to center. And on your exhale, let's drop the knees all the way over to the left. Lay your left hand on top of the right thigh. Maybe just turn your right palm face up. Find your deep breath in and out of the nose. Good. Release your left hand and inhale to center. And on your exhale, let's take the knees all the way over to the right. Right palm resting on the top leg. Turn your left palm up. Keep your head in neutral. And stay with that ujjayi breath in and out of the nose. Good. Release your right hand. And let's take an inhale and come to center. And as you exhale, release your feet down. Good. Let's roll over so that we come onto the hands and knees. Widen the knees. Touch your big toes together and set your hips down on the heels. Stretch your arms forward and rest your head so that you're in child's pose. And go ahead and just let your belly expand and soften in between the thighs as you breathe. Maybe relax your elbows to the ground so that you can soften your neck and shoulders. Good, let's come onto the hands and knees. Coming into a neutral spine, take an inhale, spread your fingertips, and as you exhale, let's tuck the toes and begin to lift the hips up. Downward facing dog, stretch long through the arms, relax your head. Roll your knees back down to neutral, take an inhale, lengthen through the crown, and this time as you exhale, let's sit back onto the shins. Chin to the chest, dropping your head to release the neck. Inhale, come all the way up to a neutral spine, maybe a little lift of the chin. Go ahead and exhale, tuck the toes, downward facing dog. We begin to press into the heels. Let's do that again. Bring your knees down, take an inhale to your neutral spine, and exhale, slowly sit back, chest to thighs. Bend your elbows down and release your forehead all the way down. Inhale, come up. Maybe open up the heart, lifting the chin, stretch your throat. Exhale, downward facing dog as you bring the navel into the body. Now feel your knuckles, feel your palms and your fingertips. Long stretch through the arms. But I want you to relax your shoulders. Maybe let your shoulders roll away from the ears. And begin to lift your hips higher, higher, higher. And then plug down into your heels. Breathe here. This pose feels so good. Opening up our calves behind the knees. Good. One more inhale. And as you exhale, bring your knees to the ground. Let's stand on the knees. Take an inhale, sweep your arms up and overhead, lifting the chest, lifting the chin. And as you exhale, let's sweep the hands to the sacrum. Slowly sit back, chest to thighs, bowing the head down. Again, inhale, coming up. Staying with your hands as your focal point for your eyes. And exhale nice and slow. Draw your navel into the body, sitting the hips back slowly. Sweep your hands back and bow the head. One more time. Inhale. Lift up out of the knees, out of the waist, out of the chest. And exhale, sitting back slowly. Feel your navel draw in to stabilize your low back. And just relax. Let your arms fall down by your side. Good. Come onto your hands and knees. We're going to walk the right hand forward and center. Sweep the left arm up. Big inhale. Open up the chest. Exhale. Thread your left arm under the right. Reach as far as you can and slowly lower your left shoulder and left side of the head down. And then move your right hand back so the right hand can support you here. Breathe into the space behind your heart and between the shoulder blades. Let's press down with the right hand and unthread the left arm. Come back to neutral. And now we bring the left hand forward. Sweep the right arm up. Big inhale. Exhale, thread your right arm under the left. As you reach, you can start to lower the right shoulder down to the right side of the head. And then just moving your left hand anywhere you need to so that you feel steady. And now close your eyes and consciously breathe into the space behind the lungs, that back space of the heart. Press down with your left hand, unwind. Let's come back to neutral. Take a big inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. And we're pressing the chest towards the thighs. This is help us lengthen our spine upward, sink into the heels so much that your toes want to lift off of the ground. Let's take a big inhale here, and as you exhale, step forward to your hands and fold over the legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's rise up. Inhale. Lifting the arms overhead. Press the palms. Exhale. Release your arms slowly to your side. Mountain pose. And just take a moment. Maybe roll your shoulders open. Stand into the legs. Bring your gaze forward as you breathe in and out of the nose. And notice that wind of inhalation is inspiring, uplifting. And the wind of exhalation is releasing, just letting go. Do one more breath. Good. Please make sure the big toes are touching or there's a little space between the heels. We're setting up for chair pose. If you have any low back issues, you can keep some space between your feet and your thighs. As you inhale, bend your knees, sit back into your heels, back into your hips, sweep your arms up by the ears. And exhale, let's slowly fold over the legs. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Bring your hands to the ground. Let's step back with the left toes. Stay on the fingertips as you inhale, lift your chest. And exhale, plant your hands and step your right foot into a plank. Shoulders moving away from the ears. Legs are strong. Take a big inhale. And exhale, let's lower to the belly. And if you need to, bring your knees down. Feel free to. Now go ahead and roll your shoulder blades down the back and draw your elbows in. We want to make sure the tops of the feet are down and the fingertips are grounded. Think about a 5-count inhale as you press into the hands and begin to lift and widen the chest. Elbows are bent. And exhale, release down slowly. So using the inhale in cobra pose. Let's do that again. Take an inhale. Let's come up for 6 counts. And exhale. All the way down, tucking the chin. Release your neck. Let's do that again. Let's go for another 6-count inhale, but I want you to hold it 3 counts. And as you hold it, you feel your shoulder blades draw together, and there's a lifting, a brightening of the heart. And exhale, lower all the way down. Shift onto your hands and knees, and into downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Sweep the right leg up to the sky as you inhale. And exhale, let's bring the right foot forward. Spin your left heel down. And rise up into warrior 1. Sweeping the arms up by the ears. We want to make sure the shoulders and the hips square to the top of the mat. Lunge into the right knee and ground through the left heel. Good. Now, straighten your right leg and extend your arms out in front of you with the palms together. As you inhale, bend into the right knee and reach your arms as wide as possible. Pull your shoulder blades together. Lift your heart. Exhale, straighten the right leg and we bring our palms together. 5 counts. Inhale, lunge into the knee. Reach as wide as you can. Exhale. 6 count, inhale. Exhale. This time, let's go for a 7 count inhale. Hold it for the exhale and lift your chest. 8 count inhale, stay here. Feel your inhale expand all the way out through the arms and the fingertips. Exhale, straighten the right leg, bring your palms together. Hands to the heart. Take a big inhale, lift your chest, and as you exhale, begin to fold over the right leg. Release your hands, bow the head, pyramid pose. Come back to your Ujjayi breath. That work that we just did in Warrior 1 with the inhale is very energizing. So we want to counterbalance that just with some calm, smooth breaths. Good. Start to bend into your right knee, roll onto your left toes, plant your hands, and step back to your plank. Inhale in your plank. Exhale, lower to the belly all the way down. This time, let's take an inhale, 6 counts. Hold it 3 counts and lift and brighten the heart. Exhale to release. Shift onto your hands and knees. Downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Sweep the left leg high. Inhale. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Right heel to the ground. Find warrior 1. Lunging into the left knee, sweeping your arms overhead, pressing into the back heel, and just pause. Take a moment to feel rooted and grounded in the legs and the feet. Let's bring the left leg straight, arms out in front, palms together. Now this time we're going to do that same movement, but we're going to add in the chant Om on the exhale. Okay, so here we go. Let's go for a 5 count inhale. Om. 6 count inhale, lunge into the knee. Reach as wide as you can. Pull your shoulder blades together. Open your heart. Inhale 7 counts. Stay here for the exhale. 8 count inhale. Feel that breath open up. Expand through your arms, your fingertips out to the horizon. Slowly straighten the left leg. Let's bring the palms together into the heart. Take an inhale, lift, and exhale. Begin to fold forward and just release your hands to the ground. You can always use your block. Bow the head, and if you need to inch that back foot in some, you're welcome to. Enjoy the stretch and pyramid pose. Good. Let's start to bend into the left knee. Roll your right toes. Plant your hands. Step back into your plank. Big inhale. Exhale, chaturanga to the belly. Use your knees if needed. Cobra pose. Inhale. Just a natural breath. Relax your glutes. Shoulders down. Exhale to release. Downward facing dog. Inhale in your down dog, and exhale, step your left foot forward. Come into your lunge, lift the chest, inhale. Exhale, the right foot steps forward, and you fold over both legs. Bring your feet together, sit low into the hips, sweep your arms up, chair pose as you inhale. Exhale, release your arms and stand tall. Inhale, lift your arms high. As you exhale, let's sweep the arms behind and interlace the hands so the left thumb is on top. Open your chest, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bowing the head down and pressing the hands up and over the body. Stay here for the inhale. And exhale, release your hands down slowly. Halfway lift, inhale. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Let's take a giant step back with the left toes and release the left knee to the mat. Keep grounding in the feet, and as you inhale, lift up. Exhale, soften your shoulders and hips. Keep your gaze at one point. Just breathe. Again, lower your arms back behind you. Let's interlace the hands, left thumb on top, and just open your collarbones, open your chest, stretching your sternum, stretching the breastbone. Good, release your hands. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And on your exhale, lower your right arm and just a little lean to your right with the left arm over to the right. Maybe drop your gaze down to the right hand. Good. Now inhale, come up, reach your right arm to the sky, and exhale, both hands to the ground. Keep your left hand underneath the shoulder, sweep your right arm up, inhale into a twist. Stay here for the exhale, turning the ribs. Inhale, exhale, right hand to the ground. Now tuck your left toes, lift the knee, and spin the left heel down. Let's come back to our warrior one. Inhale, and exhale, sit into the right thigh. Now lower your arms again, interlace your hands. Left thumb is on top. Let's open up the chest, roll your arms open, big inhale, and on your exhale, begin to bring your shoulders down to the inside of the right thigh. Bow your head and press your hands up and over the body. Breathing into the shoulders and the hips simultaneously. Release your hands, inhale and rise up. Now as you exhale, open to your left, warrior two. Gaze down the right arm and you can adjust your back foot as you need. Turn your right palm up. Inhale, reach up and back, reverse warrior. And exhale, back to warrior two. Straighten the right leg. This is a great spot for your block. I'm going to grab mine. I'm going to bring my block on the highest setting outside of the right ankle. So reach your arms wide, turn your palms up, and let's take a big inhale, sweep the right arm up, stretching up out of the right waist. And as you exhale, begin to hinge forward and bring your right hand onto your block, stacking the shoulders, left arm high so that we're in triangle pose. Now as you inhale, extend your left arm overhead and exhale. Let's bring the left hand back by the hip and do that again. Inhale, lifting the left arm up and over. Feel a big rainbow of energy, of breath. And again, as you exhale, let your left arm just fall back towards the left hip. One more time, big inhale, reach up, 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 get to your highest point, and as you exhale, a little bend of the elbow, and we're turning our chest and navel upward. Feel a big stretch through the right side body. One more inhale, and exhale. Let's lower the left hand down slowly. Roll onto your left toes, step forward and fold. Halfway lift, inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold out over the legs. Inhale, rise all the way up, pressing the palms together. Exhale, arms release. Take 3 breaths before we go to the other side. Just countering, balancing the feelings of just being uplifted and energized with feeling grounded and calm. Inhale, lift your arms overhead, and on your exhale, let's release the hands to the low back. Right thumb is on top. Inhale, widen the chest. Exhale, fold forward, releasing your head completely. Press your hands over the body, breathe into the upper chest, the shoulders. Inhale, exhale, lower your hands down. Halfway lift, inhale, get some space up out of the front of the body. And exhale, fold and release your back body. Bring your hands to the ground. Let's step back with the right toes, release the right knee down. Ground your feet. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, just soften into it. Breathing here. Again, we'll lower our arms, interlace the hands behind, right thumb on top, and just open your heart. Being fearless here a little bit, just let your hips sink forward. You lift your chest, maybe a raise of the chin, and then slowly release. Sweep your arms overhead, inhale. And on your exhale, we're going to lower the left hand down to the left, and just let your right arm reach over to the left side of the mat. Draw your gaze down to the left edge. Inhale, come back to center, arms overhead, and exhale, bring your hands to the mat. Keep your right hand under the shoulder. Sweep your left arm high. Inhale into your twist, and exhale, turning the ribs and navel up. Inhale, exhale, lower your left hand. Let's tuck the right toes, lift the knee, spin the right heel down, and rise up into warrior one as you lunge into the knee, lifting the heart, lifting the gaze maybe. And again, lower your arms back behind you, interlace your hands with the right thumb on top. Widen the heart, big inhale, and exhale, begin to fold. Bring your left shoulder to the left thigh, bow the head, and actively press your hands up and over the body. Keep your eyes open, root into the right heel, and stay with your breath. Inhale and exhale, release the hands. Now rise up, warrior one, inhale and exhale. We open to warrior two. It always feels so nice to open to warrior two. Adjust your back foot, make sure that front knee opens out over the pinky toe, reach wide through the arms. Turn your left palm up, inhale, reach up and back, and exhale to warrior two. Let's straighten the left leg. Again, I'm going to find my block and bring it outside the left ankle. Sweeping the arms wide, palms face up. Inhale, lift your left arm up, stretching out of the left waist. And as you exhale, begin to hinge forward, keeping all that space in the left ribs as you plant your left hand on the block and extend the right arm up to the sky. Good. Feeling active here. We're not sinking down onto our block, onto our feet. We're reaching up and lengthening even through the crown here. Now turn your right palm towards the top of your mat and take a big inhale and begin to extend the right arm overhead, bowing open the right body. And exhale, just release your right arm back by the hip. This creates like a shortening of the right body. Do that 2 more times. Inhale. Reaching up, up, up. Big rainbow of the right body. Press into the heel. And exhale. Release your right arm back. This time, inhale. Right arm extends up and overhead to your highest point. But as you exhale, a little bend in the right elbow and turn upward. And as you breathe here, maybe hold your inhale just 1 or 2 counts and feel the sense of brightening your heart, even cleansing your auric space all around you, charging your energetic field with light. 1 more inhale and exhale. Let's roll the right hand to the ground, bend into your left knee, roll to the right toes. Let's step forward and fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's go ahead and just bring our hands to the ground, come onto your hands and knees. And just widen the knees, touch your big toes, step back to child's pose. Just taking a few breaths here before we begin to transition into some different asana. Just feeling your body breathing, feel it in your belly, feel it in the low back. Good, and then come onto your hands and knees. And we're going to walk the knees back and come onto the belly. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a hybrid pose here. Kind of like a hybrid of Superman and locust pose. So what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze the legs together. Again, if you have any low back or SI joint issues, just keep some space between your feet. But if not, I want you to hug your arches of the feet together. Bring your chin down as much as you can so the forehead is on the mat. And we're going to sweep our arms up by the ears. Now as you inhale, I want you to lift up away from the ground. Lift your arms, lift your legs, lift your chest. And as you exhale, bend your elbows to your kidneys and lift your heart. Inhale, reach your arms up and overhead. And exhale, bend your elbows, draw your shoulder blades together and lift higher. 1 more. Inhale, reach, reach. And exhale, exhale, bend your elbows and lift up. Excellent. Let's lower down nice and slow. Shift onto your hands and knees, and we come right back to child's pose. Just relax. Good. Lift your head. Come on to the hands and knees. I'm going to grab my block. We might want our block here. I'm going to bring the block outside my right hip. And let's just, I'm going to start with my right hand on the block. And actually, I'm going to turn my block so that my thumb is away. Okay, now lifting up, 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 out of the knees, out of the waist, out of the chest. I'm going to sweep the left arm up to the sky as you inhale. And on your exhale, the left arm is going to reach to the back right corner of the mat. So that we're in a half camel pose with a little bit of a lateral opening. So one more inhale. And exhale. So reach up into the right arm, nice and slow. Let's sit back to the shins and just pause for a moment. Okay, now let's come up. Let's do that on the other side. Come up so that you're on your knees. I've got my block outside the left hip, and again, I'm going to turn so that I'm holding my block with the thumb pointing away. Grounding the knees, lift up, sweep your right arm up, big inhale, and on your exhale, we're going to reach up and over to the left back corner of your mat. Draw your gaze down. Good. Inhale, begin to reach up with the right arm, and exhale, just sit back onto your shins, palms down. Close your eyes for a moment. Find your breath. Good, and then slowly just round over your knees. Round over the knees. You can just let your arms fall by the legs. We're going to do one more back bend, little heart opening posture, and then we'll begin to counter it and relax. So go ahead now, from here we're going to slide onto the belly. I'm going to give you guys two different options, okay? I'm going to start with the modified version, which would be to come up to your elbows. Elbows under the shoulders, hands spread wide, shoulders away from the ears, gaze is down so the neck is long, and you're in Sphinx pose. Or we can practice Dhanurasana, bow pose. So what we'll do is we'll bend the knees. We're going to reach back with the hands and hold onto the ankles. And we want to make sure the knees aren't opening wide. Now flex your ankles so the soles of the feet point up. Go ahead and start to roll your chest open. And as you inhale, press the soles of the feet up. Lift your thighs. Lift your chest. Now stay here for the exhale. Two more breaths. In. Out. In. And out. Good. Nice and slow. Everyone lower down so that you're on your belly. Let's turn our head to the right. Arms by your side with the palms face up. Relax your glutes. Relax your calves and your heels. And then turn your head to the left and just continue to relax. And maybe a little sway of the hips side to side. And so I'm going to turn my head back to the right. Reach your arms out wide into a T. And we're going to take the right knee and keep it on the ground and just slide it up in line with the right hip. And I'm going to keep my right heel underneath the knee and the toes point to the side wall so that we're in what's called half frog. This is a great way to release the low back, so just relax here. You're going to even feel like this sense of resting on the earth, that feeling of being held and loved. And slowly, we'll slide the right leg back onto the mat. Turn our head to the left. And we're going to slide the left knee up in line with the hip. Heel underneath the knee, toes to the side. Now just relax here. We're still in half frog. Go ahead and slide your left leg back onto the mat. We're going to bring our hands under the shoulders and slowly press to the hands and knees. And our last child's pose. Just round your spine here. Allow the lumbar and sacral part of the spine to release open. Your tailbone rolling down behind you. Notice your smooth, calm breath. Go ahead and start to lift up, and let's come onto our back. Come into a neutral position on the back, and so the knees are bent, feet on the ground. What we're going to do is bring the knees into the chest and hands to the knees, just gently rock side to side. Come back to center and release your arms down, but keep your knees hugging in using the abdominal muscles. As you inhale, lift your feet, lift your arms up and overhead. But as you exhale, draw your navel in. We're going to hold it here a few breaths. What I'd like for you to do is try to flatten your whole spine onto the mat while we breathe. This is a great way to counter some of the work that we've done, some of that back bending. So really try to flatten that low spine, drawing in the abdomen, the navel. Stay with it and stay here 3 more breaths. As you exhale, let's lower the arms and just pull the knees in using the abdominal muscles. And nice and slow, release your feet. Please straighten out the left leg. Shift your hips to the right. And we'll gently take the right knee over to the left in a very relaxed, reclined spinal twist. I've got my left hand on the right knee, the right arm stretching wide, and the head is in neutral. Inhale. Exhale, release slowly back to our neutral position. Pause. Now we extend the right leg long, shift your hips to the left, and we take the left knee over to the right. And the right hand guides the knee over as deep as it feels good in the twist, but we also want the left shoulder to be relaxed and at ease. Inhale, exhale to center. Good. Let's bring the knees into the chest. Our last asana, happy baby pose. Sliding your hands up to the edges of the feet, letting the thighs and knees open to the outer shoulders. The chin is drawing down. We're trying to flatten the low spine on the ground and just breathe into the hips. On your next exhale, release your feet slowly and just stretch out the legs. Stretch out your arms, palms face up. Let your toes roll open, your legs completely relax. Please close your eyes. And we're just going to take a couple of minutes here to become quiet. And we'll feel that the physical body is ready to rest. We'll notice that the body is gently breathing with ease, and the mind is quiet. Soothing the nervous system. Just relax and enjoy this time. If you'd like to stay here, you're welcome just to pause the video or slowly begin to deepen your breath. Gently stretching the fingers and toes, or turning your head side to side. As you're ready, inhale and stretch your arms overhead, point your toes. And on your exhale, we bring the knees into the chest one last time. Put your hands on the knees, pull the thighs in, and rock side to side. We're going to release the feet and just roll over to either side, whichever feels the most natural. Nice and slow. You can pause there for a breath. And then we'll go ahead and come back to our seated position. I'm going to sit back on my blanket. I'm just going to take just a little bit of time to just sit with what we feel. So I'd like for you to just rest your hands on the legs. Sitting tall and steady into the body with your eyes closed. And just return your awareness to your breath in and out of the nose. Notice that the breath is smooth, it's deep. And I'd like for you to bring your awareness into the center of the heart. And as you inhale, you feel that inhale expanding up and out as if your arms were extended all the way through the fingertips, all the way. The inhale moves to the edges of the horizon. And as you exhale, your awareness draws all the way back into the center of the heart. Now just stay with this just a little bit longer. This is called a heart kriya, meaning that an action of the heart. So that as you inhale, feel your awareness expand outward as far as you can imagine, all the way outward. And as you exhale, your awareness comes back into that center of your heart, a place of love and tranquility. You'll begin to notice that as you inhale, that feeling of love and compassion extends outward to all beings, to all creation. And as you exhale, you come back to that source of love. This is the action of the heart. Not only giving, but receiving. As you exhale, let your chin drop into your chest. We bring our hands together in prayer, feeling our heads bowed in gratitude. Thank you for practicing with me in honor of each other and all beings. Namaste.